Alright, I'm going to show everyone how to wire in a horn beep with the Viper 3305V. So, I've installed a couple alarms in my lifetime, which is 39 years. And I've been doing some research trying to figure out how to use the third channel on this. And I couldn't really come up with anything. Let's see here. This white and blue, so it's a 200 milliamp channel 3 output. It's not very clear in the instructions how to use it, and it is not really available online from what I can see. I mean, I couldn't find it. I kept finding things that people wanted you to, or the Viper wants you to go through authorized dealers to get that installed or wired up. I don't know why. That doesn't really make sense, but whatever. So this is how I did it. I just use, and actually I'm at a little electric bin here of electrical parts, and I have a bunch of these relays, as you can see. When I go to the junkyard, I just pick up a bunch of relays. These happen to be from Dodge Neons. They're good for 30 amps. You can get 3, 4, 5 of them for probably $1. Or if you go to the auto store, you're probably spending $6 or $7. But you do what you want with that. I think the pin layout is basically the same. So what I did was I went through here and basically put it on this drawing here. So this is the 3305B. This is what I did. The orange wire is grounded when armed. So coming out of the module, orange, ground when armed. And then the white wire is a parking light flash. So what I did was I ran that through the coil on this relay. So what that does is when the parking lights flash, the circuit's completed, power flows through this coil and back to ground. And this is a very low current, so you're not going to damage anything. This was good for 500 milliamps. And then what you need to do is use a switch wire. I use pin 30 to 87. So when this coil's energized, you close the contacts here and you get your horn to beep. So you just need a fused 12 volt wire, constant power, and I use pin 30. And then it comes out on 87, and I ran that to the horn in parallel. So I'll show you how it works. So we're gonna arm the alarm. So you heard the horn beep, and it might sound weird and you didn't hear the alarm because I taped everything off so I don't annoy my neighbors in the testing here. But yeah, like as you can see here, the alarm has got duct tape over it, and I duct taped over the horn. So now when the alarm goes off and the parking lights flash, the horn's going to beep with the lights. So I have the 508D proximity sensor, so I should walk up to the car and it should start beeping with the parking lights. So let's test it. There it is. So I actually set it off, but that's how I got the parking, or the the horn to honk with the alarm. Use that relay from a Dodge Neon, so it's pretty cheap. You just need some wire and some spade connectors. And I think I got enough of the schematic in the video that you can see what I did. So, if you're not familiar with electrical or any of that stuff, you may want to get a buddy or someone that knows their stuff with this. Just make sure you fuse this wire here. I use a 10 amp fuse, and that's just power to the horn. And I just tapped off of a 12 volt constant under the dash. So any questions, you can comment and I'll try to help you out. Like I said, I've only installed a couple alarms in my life. I'm not an expert by any means, but I know my way around wiring and some of the basics. So there you go.